Welcome back. Yesterday we read chapter 3 of Afternoon on the Amazon, and we learned that Jack and Annie had arrived in the Amazon rainforest, and when they got out of the treehouse they found that it was the scariest place that they had ever been. When we left, I challenged you to fill in your KWL chart, and if you don't know what that is, I suggest you go back to chapters 1 and 2, the video, or chapter 3, and we talk some more about that. Today, as I'm reading, I encourage you once again to keep filling in your chart and go ahead and add maybe new animals, maybe new species of insects or something that they encounter, because they talk a lot about big bugs. And we're going to go ahead and get started. This is chapter 4, and it is called Millions of Them. Jack didn't move. He kept staring down at the forest floor. "What's wrong?" Annie called from above. Jack didn't answer. "You don't see any giant spiders, do you?" Annie said. "Well, no." Jack took a deep breath. "We have to keep going," he thought. "We have to find the special thing for Morgan." "No spiders. Nothing scary," Jack called, and he started down the ladder again. Jack and Annie climbed down through the understory. Finally, they stepped onto the forest floor. Only a few rays of light slanted through the gloom. The trees were very, very tall and very wide. Vines and moss were hanging everywhere. The ground was covered with dead leaves. "Before we do anything, I'd better check the book," said Jack. He pulled out the rainforest book. He found a picture of the dark world under the treetops. He read, "In the rainforest, many living creatures blend in with their surroundings. This is called camouflage." My question to you is, what animals do you predict are camouflaging right now in front of them and they cannot even see them? I bet there are some pretty scary insects and maybe some animals that are predators that they cannot see yet. "Oh man," said Jack. He closed the book and looked around. "There's tons of creatures down here. We just can't see them." "Really?" whispered Annie. She and Jack peered around at the quiet forest. Jack felt unseen eyes watching them. "Let's hurry and find the special thing," whispered Annie. "How will we know when we find it?" Jack said. "I think we'll just know," said Annie. She headed off through the gloom. Jack followed. They crept between the huge trees and hanging vines. Annie stopped. "Wait! What's that? What's that?" "What's what?" asked Jack. "Listen! The weird sound." Jack listened. He heard a crackling sound. It sounded like a person walking over leaves. Jack looked around. He didn't see anyone, but the sound got louder. "Do you think maybe there's someone else in the rainforest with them?" The sound got louder. Was it an animal? A giant bug? One that had never been named? Just then, the silent forest came alive. Birds took off into the air. Frogs hopped over the leaves. Lizards ran up the tree trunks. The weird noise grew louder and louder. "Maybe the book explains it," said Jack. He opened the book. He found a picture of different animals running together. He read, "When animals hear a crackling sound, they flee in panic. The sound means that 30 million flesh-eating army ants are marching through the dead leaves." What was the noise? Yeah, ants that eat meat. So the animals are really scared because they know from living there, they know what this sound means. Jack and Annie are going to have to find somewhere to hide, aren't they? What do you think they're going to do? Okay, let's see. "It's army ants!" cried Jack. "Millions of them!" "Where?" cried Annie. Jack and Annie looked around wildly. "There!" Annie pointed. Army ants. Millions and millions of them were marching over the leaves. "Run to the treehouse!" cried Annie. "Where is it?" said Jack, whirling around. All the trees looked the same. Where was the rope ladder? "Just run!" cried Annie. Jack and Annie took off. They ran over the dead leaves. They ran between wide tree trunks. They ran past the hanging vines and mosses. They climbed over thick roots. Jack saw a clearing ahead. It was filled with sunlight. There's some animals they're seeing. How would you feel if you were Jack and Annie? I would feel a bit nervous. That way, he cried. Jack and Annie hurried toward the light. They pushed their way through the bushes. They burst onto the bank of a river. They stared at the slow-moving brown water. Do you think the ants will come this way? Annie said, panting. What do you think panting means? Sometimes animals pant after they've run. A dog might pant. Yeah, it means she's out of breath. I don't know, said Jack, but if we wade a few feet into the river, we're safe. The ants will not go into the water. Come on. Look, said Annie. She pointed to a big log rocking at the edge of the river. The inside of the log was dug out. It looks like a canoe, said Jack. He listened to the crackling sound in the distance. Let's get in it. Quick! Jack shoved the books into his backpack. Then he and Annie carefully climbed into the dugout log. Annie leaned out of it. She pushed away from the bank with her hands. Wait, said Jack. We don't have paddles. Oops, said Annie. The canoe started moving slowly through the muddy river. And that is the end of chapter 4. So we are left on a cliffhanger. We don't know if they've escaped or if now that they're in the river, if they're going to have to face some other predators. I have a feeling this book will be filled with adventure. So once again, if you're working on that chart, go ahead and fill in some things that you learned. If you have new questions, you can put those in the W column. And I will see you tomorrow. No, it's the weekend, so I will see you Monday for chapter 5, which is called Pretty Fish.